God says, "This is my final warning. If you skip this, you will suffer great losses within the next 7 minutes." God says, "Don't take this as a joke. If you skip it, you will cry for the rest of your life. You were not brought here by accident, and you must not look away right now because something deeply important is unfolding in this very moment. I am speaking directly to you, not to a crowd, not to strangers, but to your heart that has been searching for clarity and protection. This warning is not meant to frighten you, but to wake you before something slips out of your hands forever. If you ignore this, you risk missing a turning point that was meant to protect your future and secure what you have been praying for. Stay with me because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary and it carries weight that your life depends on. Type Amen if you believe. This is the moment where your attention becomes your protection because what you choose to do in the next few minutes will shape what follows in your life. I am telling you clearly that there is something fragile around you right now. Something that can either be preserved or lost depending on whether you listen. You have been sensing that something is not right, and that feeling was not random but a signal placed within you. I am stepping in now because you are about to overlook it, and I will not allow you to walk blindly into regret. Listen closely because I am pulling you away from something that would have caused deep sorrow. You may feel a strange urgency in your chest. Quiet pull telling you not to scroll away. And that is not coincidence, but guidance. I see what is ahead, and I know the weight of the loss that could come if you turn away from this moment. I am not here to confuse you, but to give you clarity so that you can stand firm and avoid what is trying to take from you. There are things being arranged around you, both seen and unseen, and your awareness right now is your shield. Do not treat this lightly because this is the kind of moment that only comes once before consequences begin to unfold. Take a moment to show your support by liking this video because your simple action helps this truth reach others who are standing at the same edge without knowing it. What you are being warned about is not always loud or obvious. And that is why so many people miss it until it is too late. It can appear as a small decision, a quick choice, or even something you choose to ignore, but its impact is far greater than it seems. I am asking you to slow down your thoughts and pay attention to what you have been rushing through. There is a detail you have overlooked, and it is tied directly to what you could lose if you remain distracted. I am not speaking in riddles, but guiding you to pause and see clearly before you act again. Type 11 to affirm. I know you have been carrying burdens that have made it hard to focus, and that is exactly why this warning is urgent. When your mind is tired, it becomes easier to miss what truly matters. And that is when loss finds its way in. I am stepping into your situation to restore your awareness and bring your attention back to what is important. You are not alone in this. Even if it has felt that way for a long time, I am standing with you right now, guiding you away from what could harm you and toward what will protect you. There is something you were about to do or something you were about to ignore, and it holds more weight than you realize. It may seem small, but it connects to a chain of events that could lead to deep regret if left unchecked. I am interrupting your path because I see where it leads, and I care too much to let you walk into it unaware. This is not about fear, but about protection and awareness. You are being given a chance to correct your direction before anything is lost. You have always had a sense deep within you that tells you when something is off. And right now, that sense is trying to speak louder than ever. Do not silence it with distractions or doubt, because it is aligned with the guidance I am giving you in this moment. Trust what you are feeling and stay present with these words because they are meant to anchor you. There is a reason you paused here, and it is because this warning was meant for you. I am not speaking randomly, but with purpose directly into your situation. What is at stake is not just material things, but also peace, stability, and something you have been hoping to protect. Loss does not always come in obvious ways, and sometimes it begins with a simple moment of inattention. I am giving you the awareness now so that you can avoid that path completely. You are not destined to suffer, but you must choose to listen when guidance is given. This is your moment to turn away from what could bring sorrow and step into safety. There is something in your environment, in your choices, or even in your thoughts that requires your full attention right now. If you rush past this, you will not recognize the warning signs until they have already turned into consequences. That is why I am calling you to slow down and listen with your whole heart. Type yes to affirm. Have you heard about the top secret ritual the government wants to keep hidden? Imagine if a single 7-second ritual could clear your debts and draw wealth to you effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm it's not a myth. Struggling families are moving into dream homes with total peace of mind. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been moving quickly trying to keep up with everything around you. And in that rush, you have been overlooking what truly matters. I see the pressure you have been under, and I understand why your focus has been scattered. But this is not the time to be distracted because something important is depending on your clarity in this very moment. There is a decision, a response, or an action that needs to be handled with care. If you treat it casually, it will lead to a ripple effect that you cannot easily undo. There are moments in life when everything seems normal on the surface, but beneath that calm, something is shifting. This is one of those moments, and you are being given the chance to recognize it before it reveals itself in a painful way. I am not trying to overwhelm you, but to sharpen your awareness so you can move wisely. What you do next matters more than you think, even if it feels small or insignificant. The smallest step in the wrong direction can open doors that should have remained closed. You have felt a hesitation inside you recently, a quiet pause before certain actions. And that hesitation is not weakness. It is guidance trying to protect you from stepping into something harmful. Do not ignore that feeling because it is aligned with the warning I am giving you right now. I am strengthening that inner voice so that you can hear it clearly. It is leading you away from something that would have caused you to suffer deeply. There are people, situations, and even habits around you that are not as harmless as they appear. You may have trusted them or simply not questioned them, but now is the time to look closer. I am asking you to be honest with yourself about what feels right and what does not. This is not about fear, but about truth and clarity. When you see clearly, you can protect yourself from what is trying to take from you. Type 777 to receive blessings. You are not being left alone to figure this out because I am guiding you step by step through this moment. I am bringing your attention to what needs to be addressed even if it feels uncomfortable at first. Sometimes the truth is not easy to accept, but it is always necessary for protection and growth. You are strong enough to face what needs to be faced and wise enough to make the right choice once you see it clearly. I am giving you both the strength and the clarity you need. There is something you need to pause and reconsider. Something you were about to move forward with without fully thinking it through. It may involve a conversation, a commitment, or even a reaction to something that has upset you. If you act without awareness, you could create a situation that brings unnecessary pain. But if you take a moment to breathe and reflect, you will see a better way forward. That moment of pause can change everything. You have been asking for protection, for guidance, for a way to avoid the mistakes that have hurt you before. This is the answer to that prayer, even if it comes in the form of a warning. Protection does not always feel gentle. Sometimes it comes as a strong call to stop and pay attention. I am giving you that call right now because I want to keep you safe from what you cannot yet see. Trust that this is for your good, even if it feels intense. There is also something within you that needs to be corrected. Not because you are wrong, but because you are growing. You are stepping into a higher level of awareness. And that requires letting go of old patterns that no longer serve you. If you hold on to them, they will lead you back into the same cycles of loss and regret. But if you release them, you will step into a new path that brings peace and stability. This moment is part of that transition. You are not meant to live in fear of losing things, but you are meant to be aware of what can cause loss. Awareness is your power, and right now you are being given more of it than you have had before. Use it wisely and do not take it for granted. What you learn in this moment will stay with you and protect you in ways you cannot yet imagine. This is not just about the next few minutes, but about your future as a whole. There are small things you have allowed, small compromises you have made, and small warnings you have ignored, and together they have created a path that leads toward loss. I am interrupting that path before it reaches its full outcome. You are being given a chance to step away from it while there is still time. Type 1010 to claim miracles. What you must understand is that loss does not begin when something disappears. It begins when awareness fades. When you stop paying attention, when you move without thinking, when you ignore what feels wrong, that is when the door opens. I am closing that door for you right now by calling your attention back to what matters. You are not powerless in this situation. Even if it has felt that way before, you have the ability to choose differently, and that choice can protect everything that is at risk. There is something in your recent actions that needs to be corrected immediately. It may be a decision you rushed into, a trust you gave too easily, or a responsibility you set aside. These are not small things, even if they felt that way at the time. They are connected to what could unfold next if you do not act with clarity. I am not here to blame you, but to guide you back into alignment before the consequences take hold. Why is this 7-second CIA ritual spreading everywhere so fast? New CIA leaks have revealed a powerful brain ritual that triggers instant wealth flow. This 7-second technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is rapidly changing lives. From crushing debt to dream vacations, this could be your shortcut to abundance. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You may feel a sense of discomfort as you reflect on this. And that discomfort is not meant to harm you. It is meant to wake you up and bring your attention back to what you have been avoiding. I am allowing you to feel it so that you do not ignore the truth any longer. This is your moment to be honest with yourself and take responsibility for what needs to change. When you do that, you break the cycle that leads to loss. There are also influences around you that have been quietly affecting your decisions. Not everything you have been exposed to has been good for you, and some of it has clouded your judgment. I am asking you to step back and look at what you have been allowing into your mind and your life. You have more control over this than you think. When you remove what is harmful, you create space for clarity and protection to grow. Type 2.2. If you trust God, you are not being asked to do something impossible, but to do something necessary. It may feel difficult to pause, reflect, and change direction, especially when you have been moving a certain way for so long. But this is exactly what will protect you from what is ahead. I am giving you the strength to do this, even if you do not feel strong right now. You are capable of making the right choice when you are fully aware. There is also a need for you to slow down your reactions, especially in situations that trigger strong emotions. When you react quickly, you are more likely to make a decision that you will regret. I am asking you to create space between what you feel and what you do. That space allows clarity to enter and prevents unnecessary damage. It is a simple step, but it has the power to change the outcome completely. You have been through moments of loss before, and you know how deeply they can affect you. I do not want you to go through that again, especially when it can be avoided. This is why I am speaking to you with such urgency. You are not being left to face this alone, but guided through it with care and purpose. Every word you are hearing is meant to strengthen you and protect you. There is something valuable in your life right now that is at risk, even if you have not fully realized it yet. It could be a relationship, an opportunity, your peace, or something you have been working hard to build. Whatever it is, it matters deeply and it deserves your attention. I am bringing it into your awareness so that you can protect it before it is affected. Do not wait until it is gone to understand its value. You are also being called to let go of anything that is pulling you away from clarity. This could be distractions, negative influences, or even your own doubts. These things weaken your awareness and make it easier for loss to occur. When you release them, you strengthen your ability to see and act wisely. This is not about perfection, but about being present and intentional. There is a shift happening within you right now, even if you cannot fully explain it. You are becoming more aware, more focused, and more connected to what truly matters. This shift is not accidental. It is part of your protection and growth. I am guiding you through it so that you can step into a stronger and more stable version of yourself. This is how you move away from loss and into security. There are blessings around you that you have not fully recognized, and because of that, you have not protected them the way they deserve. I am opening your eyes now so that you can see their value before anything tries to take them away. When you truly see what you have, you will understand why this moment matters so deeply. Type 1212. If you trust in Jesus, there is a quiet battle that happens within you every day. A pull between distraction and awareness. When distraction wins, you move without thinking and allow things to slip through your fingers. When awareness rises, you become careful, intentional, and aligned with what is right for you. Right now, awareness is rising within you, and that is not by chance. I am strengthening it so that you can make choices that protect your future instead of harming it. You have been given signs. Before, moments where you felt something was off, but you chose to move past them. Those moments were not wasted because they have brought you to this point of deeper understanding. Now you are being asked to respond differently, to listen instead of ignoring, to pause instead of rushing. This is how you break the pattern that leads to loss. You are not repeating the past. You are stepping out of it. There is something specific that requires your attention right now. Something you have been delaying or avoiding. It may be uncomfortable to face, but avoiding it will only increase the risk you are being warned about. I am asking you to bring it into the light and deal with it with honesty and courage. You are not alone in doing this because I am guiding you every step of the way. When you face it directly, you remove its power to harm you. Type 333 to stay protected. You must also be careful about where you place your trust because not everything around you is aligned with your well-being. There are influences that seem harmless but carry intentions that are not good for you. I am not asking you to live in suspicion but to live in awareness. When you pay attention, you will begin to see what supports you and what drains you. Choose to stay close to what strengthens you and step away from what weakens you. Could the CIA really be hiding a 7-second ritual that turns money struggles into fortune? A covert CIA finding exposes a strange 7-second ritual that activates money-attracting brain waves on autopilot. Supported by science and 4 elite labs, this home ritual is turning struggling people into dream lifestyle owners. But this page may disappear soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted from the internet forever. There is a need for you to reconnect with your inner stillness because that is where clarity lives. When your mind is noisy and scattered, it becomes difficult to hear the guidance that is being given to you. I am calling you to quiet that noise and focus on what truly matters. This is not about withdrawing from life, but about becoming present within it. When you are present, you can see clearly and act wisely. You are also being reminded that your actions carry weight even when they seem small. Every choice you make either builds or weakens what you are trying to protect. This is why I am asking you to move with intention instead of habit. Habits can lead you into patterns that no longer serve you, while intention leads you into growth and protection. You are capable of choosing intention even if it requires effort. There is something in your life that has been taken for granted. Something you assumed would always be there. That assumption can lead to carelessness, and carelessness can lead to loss. I am asking you to appreciate and protect what you have before it is threatened. When you value something deeply, you naturally become more careful with it. This is part of the awareness I am giving you right now. You may also need to set boundaries where you have been too open or too accommodating. Not every request, demand, or expectation placed on you is meant to be accepted. You have the right to protect your time, your energy, and your peace. When you set boundaries, you create a space where your life can grow without interference. This is not selfish. It is necessary for your well-being. There is a strength within you that you have not fully stepped into yet, and this moment is calling it forward. You are not as fragile as your fears have made you feel, and you are not as uncertain as your doubts have suggested. I see your strength clearly even when you do not. I am drawing it out of you so that you can stand firm and make choices that protect you. This is how you move from vulnerability into stability. There will always be situations that test your attention,